What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to react to Creation versus Consummation, a video that I made. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today, the topic I want to talk about is being a consumer versus a producer. We're more on the lines of being a creator versus a user, or a creator versus a consumer. I don't even know if that's the right balance of words, but basically, you know what I'm saying, what makes a creator different from someone who doesn't create? Well, I'm here to tell you. A creator realizes that every day is a new day to create. The opposite doesn't. Point blank. Wow. Just like that, that explained everything. Creator wakes up ready to put their tools in use, ready to make something else. Period. A creator realized that every day is a new day for them to make something else that's more beautiful than yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You realize that every second they breathe is a chance to create, is a chance to make something. Every second they freaking breathe, every breath, something beautiful. You know, anything you do in your life is beautiful. Whatever you create, whether you're creating action during a sport, or you're making art, or you're making YouTube, you're making content, whatever you're doing, you're creating. But you're going on a walk, you're creating thoughts. You know? So this man just said you're creating thoughts. Oh my gosh. That's a deeper level of understanding. He said That's a deeper level of understanding. This man said you're creating thoughts. Oh my God, that's a deep level. That's a deeper level. A creator, a really, you know what I'm saying, a real creator, a person who knows that they have person who knows that they have the pen. Knows that they are the writer controlling the pen. You know, who knows that they are the author of their own book. They're the author of the book, not their own book. They're the author of the book. Taking every day, every second of their life, using that pen, you know. But majority aren't tapped into this creation. They're not tapped into this creative spirit. Majority, like 98% are not tapped into this creative spirit. They're tapped into the other spirit, the consumer spirit. The follow the rule spirit. You know what I'm saying? Follow the path less traveled. No, the path that's most traveled. You know, they follow. They're like water. You know how water follows the path of least resistance? That's how producers are. That's how consumers are. That is how we are. We follow the path of least resistance. We follow the path that's already been written for us. You know, that seems the best. You know, we do things that occupy our time that seem like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting so much energy and I'm getting exhilaration out of watching this, or out of, you know, out of consuming. You know, they make consuming the main purpose of your life. They make it to where you are a consumer. You are here to be a number in a data set, a statistic. He's speaking nothing but facts, by the way, guys. Really, like, listen to what we're saying. A part of this percentage of how, you know what I'm saying, you are meant to be a consumer, basically. But basically, like, from the moment you were born, you were put into the system, like, you were tallied up. You were tallied, and they were like, consumer, and threw you over there in the box with the other consumers and shipped you off to grade school and gave you all the necessary tools needed to be a consumer. Gave you all the necessary emotions, all the necessary thought patterns, all the necessary ideologies, all the necessary prerequisites, if you will, that consumers need. Leaders, those who create, you know what I'm saying, those who realize they have the pen, they take every day, every second to create. They take every second they have to make something
and to share it with the world, to share it with others, not even the world, to share it with those who it was meant to be shared with, you know?
That's a very, very. Forgive me if my words a little slur. I'm a bit sleepy. It's my last video. I'm going to bed, but that's a very, very great way to put it. To share it with those who was meant to be shared with versus the world. Because if you want to share something to the world, you don't know how. But if you want to share something to those who needs to reach, you know how. You'll put it out and it'll reach them. So that's a very, very great distinction.
So, creation versus consummation. Ooh, that was hard. Nah, maybe not. But yeah, I just want to talk about creators for a minute. Creators realize that, you know what I'm saying, every second is a chance to create something new. Dang. So creators, they take advantage of every single day. They don't let a day pass without creating something, without putting their mark on the world. A consumer, they can go a whole year, whole 10 years. They've probably been in dormant forever, just consuming every bit of information that they've ever been thrown in their face, you know? Whether it's social media or it's in person, whatever it is, just consuming, just not making anything. You're just consuming what the world throws at you. You're flowing with the wind of the world, you know? You're being a consumer. You're not making anything. You're not contributing at all. You're just being contributed to. You're just being fed. You're not making anything. You're not making any food. You're just sitting at the table eating. You've been sitting at the table eating. You've been dormant for how long? How long have you been dormant for? How long have you not been making anything? Have you been just consuming whatever, you know what I'm saying, been thrown your way? How long have you just been binge watching shows and, you know what I'm saying, just been playing the game? Whatever it is, how long have you been consuming?
See, he didn't dive into it. He mentioned it very briefly. He said, "How long have you been binge watch? How long have you been?" I keep saying he, but it's me. But he said, "How long have you been binge watching shows and playing the game?" All methods of entertainment, methods of entertaining your mind, getting you away from, you know, tapping into yourself and using your energy to make something. Instead, you're tapping into another source. When you stream a show or you stream a video game, you're tapping into that channel. You know, you're tapping into that channel. So you're allowing that channel to feed you energy versus feeding your energy, channeling your energy to something else.
And when will you start producing? When will you start making your own? Because you have the power. You have the tool. You know, you possess everything you need. You just gotta do it. You just have to create. You just have to take every day as a chance to create. Every day is a chance to create. Every awakening, every breathing second, a chance to make something. You can make whatever the heck you want to make. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to first tap into your mind, realize that you are more than consumer. Because like I said, you were programmed to believe you're a consumer. Of course, you're going to believe, oh, I'm a shopper. I shop at Walmart all the time. I'm a shopper. That's all I am. Or I work at my job. I do this. This is what I am. I do this. I do this. I like to watch Netflix all the time. I do this. I like to consume. I like to consume. I like to do this. I like to benefit others. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to operate on what others have already put in place. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, okay, I'm going to make something today. I don't know what I'm going to make. Maybe I'll make a video. Maybe I'll make a thought. Maybe I'll start thinking. Maybe I'll make a clothing brand. Maybe I'll make this. Maybe I'm going to make something today. I'm going to create. I'm going to put my pen in action. I'm going to actually write on the paper. Versus, you know what I'm saying, just reading the book out loud and accepting what comes. How about you recreate the words on the book? How about you erase the words and write your own words in the book? Yeah, this was just talking about creations versus consummation. Creators realize, not only do they realize,
to be able to articulate the imagery that comes with my speech. There's a certain energy that dwells within, or that streams to me, that I can't understand, I can't explain. It's, it's beyond me at that point to be able to articulate this well, to make, like, even a middle schooler would pick up on what I'm saying. Now, unless you're just very, very scrutinized, you're very shelled off, you're very closed off, you're very, like, uncomfortable with the subject, then you might, then you won't, then you just cut off the video. You would have been cut off the video. We're 6 minutes in. But the way I'm able to articulate my thoughts, articulate imagery. Like I say, imagery. That's all. It's imagery, bro. It allows you to imagine it in your brain as I speak it. That is just, it's wild.
It's deeper than realize, because realizing and knowing is different. It's a deeper level of subconscious. No, it's unconscious competence. That's what it is. Or is this conscious? No, it's unconscious competence. You know it, but you're not conscious of it. You don't. Creators, those who really, you know what I'm saying, they know they're a creator, but it's in their subconscious. Not really, like, they don't have to think about it. They not really think, like, I have to think about picking up this camera and making a video. And unconscious, somebody, when it's in their unconscious, when they're unconsciously competent, they know it without being conscious of it, without it being in their mind. They know it without it being.
I didn't realize at the time, but me recording the video was unconsciously happening. Why? Yeah. It's hot in there. Bro, it be cold, bro. It be having it freezing. You feel it? You can use my fan if you want, bro. You just use the fan, bro. No problem, bro. Like, I forgot what I was saying now, man. No, you're good. You gotta unplug it. Yeah, I be blasting the heater, bro. I love the heat, bro. But it just counteracts with him, bro. Cause he controls the AC and he just has on 60. But yeah, what I was saying, like, what was I saying? I was saying your subconscious, like, your subconscious creates your conscious. So when I'm saying that somebody who's subconsciously tapped in doesn't have to think about picking up the camera, really that's not the case. The case is someone that's subconsciously tapped in does pick up the camera. Are you peeping what I'm putting down? Somebody that's tapped in subconsciously does do things that create, it's not the thought of it. It's not like I had to consciously pick up this phone. It's I picked up the phone. Subconsciously, it's, basically it's all connected. I'm connecting the conscious with the subconscious. I'm connecting the subconscious with the action. Because here I didn't really do that. Here I was saying that in order to be tapped in, you have to do it automatically, in a sense. You can't automatically pick up a camera. You have to think about picking up the camera. So, think about it as the mere act of picking up the camera is in your subconscious, cause
right here in the forefront. Without you bringing it to the front, they still know it, and it's still in there. It's still like second nature to them. They like, oh, I got a video today. Let's drop a video. Oh, I get to create today. Let's go create. You know what I'm saying? You wake up ready to create, ready to make something.
Dang.
Make something else.
Just ready to create.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, you wake up ready to see what the day brings. Ready to see what you can bring to the day. But I was talking about creators versus consumers, and majority of the world. See, we don't. When I say majority,
feels really majority of the world. It's not really my place. What happened? Okay. No problem. I don't know if it's really my place to say majority of the world, but more people than not type.
You don't understand the sheer mass of people I'm talking about. When I say majority, you don't understand.
Yo, it's still hot, bro?
Than the mass. Majority is all. What do you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, let's go back.
Of people I'm talking about. When I say majority, you don't understand.
I just counteracted what he
said. The sheer mass of people I'm talking about. When I say majority, you don't understand the mass.
Just counteract what
Majority is all. What do you know what I'm saying? Like, we just gonna say what it is, okay? Majority is all. Majority means all. If you're not in the majority, you're not a part of it, you know. So majority means all. So let's get this straight. Well,
maybe it's all now.
Now, all of society is taught to be consumers. You know, we're gonna nip that in the bud. We ain't gonna act like when I say majority, I'm talking about like 60-40. No, that's not.
I just said. I literally just said 60-40, and then he said no.
Not majority. I'm not talking about a land. I'm not talking about a win by 1 point. I'm talking about a landslide. Like it's beyond that. When I say all, I mean all. 98%. Do you understand 98, 99? How much that actually is? What's 1% of 100? 1. Now, what's 1 penny to $1? And you telling me that only 1% are creators? 2% are creators? Of the how many people on this? I don't even know. Shit, I guess I would say this word, I guess. Oh my God, I just hit that. But yeah, like, when I say majority, I mean all. You know, we're not going to say, because, you know what I'm saying, majority is a word that can mean a lot of things. I'm talking about all. 98% of people are consumers of this world, and it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like you were raised up in a program that was the whole objective of the program you were raised up in is to make you a consumer. To make you not create, to make you believe that you have to operate what's already out there. You know, you have to use the tools provided. Like you can't make your own tools. You know what I'm saying? Facts. When you're a creator, you can make whatever you put your mind to. But you know what I'm saying? All of society is taught to be consumers, not producers. But the reason I say all, even though it's not all, and there are people that are creators, is because those people that are creators, they not on the same type timing as you. They not on the same type wavelength that you're on. They're not on the wavelength that you and the rest of the 98% are on. They're not on that wavelength of being a creator. So their entire life is different. Their entire life is on a different set of values. You understand? Like, you, they're on a different plane, a different playing field.
He's saying they're just two totally different type.
You know what I'm saying? If your thoughts make your reality, and they're thinking differently, they have different um what pillars of thoughts that surround their base thinking. They have a whole different world. They're living in an entirely different world, which is
Bro, like the way the you can convey the imagery, you can convey what he's talking, you can convey like, oh, they really their base is built differently than my base. He's conveying that. I'm conveying that. It's magical.
is why what pillars of thoughts that surround their base thinking. They have a whole different world. They're living in an entirely different world, which is why consumerism versus producer. Why it's a big gap. There's a big gap between being either one, because a producer knows that they're going to make something today. A producer knows that they're going to contribute to society today. A consumer wakes up thinking, who can I go buy food from? A producer would probably has a garden or something. I don't know. Like, it's 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 so simple, but it's not simple at all. It's simple enough to where it's too simple to where it's too complex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a simple concept. Eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, all
Bro's getting he's getting tired from just enlightening.
were made to be consumers. All were made to work. All were when I say made, all were
Taught. You know, you weren't made, you were programmed. You were when I say program, what does programming mean? Programming means you go to school, you go to grade school, you go to 12 grades, 12 levels. 12 think of 12 levels on the game. You gotta beat all 12 levels to complete the game, I guess. But them 12 levels, they condition you. They condition you. They pressure against you. You know, they instill things in you and take things out at the same time. You got to understand that that is that is indoctrination from a young child. From a young child, you know, you're thrown into systems you don't have no control over. Systems that are meant to oppress you, oppress the child.
taught to be consumers. All were taught to work. All were taught to use what's ever out there versus make your own. You know what I'm saying? All were taught that. How? Well, schooling, and then you got generational. Your biggest teachers are your parents. You learn. You literally probably mimic your parents. Seriously, like, your biggest teacher are your parents. Either you act just like them or you act nothing like them. Is there in between? I don't think so, but maybe there is in between. You take certain qualities from me. Yeah, there's in between, but like, your parents, bro. So school, yes, but your parents were taught these qualities. They went through the same.
Your parents were taught, they were indoctrinated as well. They were put through the system just like you were put through the system. The only thing is, they are aged. They are like they are seasoned. They're seasoned vets. They're seasoned indoctrinated vets. Somebody who's aged, who's seasoned, who's been through stuff. 40, 50 years of experience. They're never going to change their ideologies. They're stuck in their ways, you know. Especially not from a they're not going to listen to a young child. You know, they think that their age gives them prestige, you know. In a way it does, but in a way it doesn't as well. Anyways, your parents, like, notice that they've gone through the same thing, schooling, and their parents who have probably had it. You got to realize the age we're at now, it took so much to even get right here to where I can talk to you about indoctrination. But there are generations behind me who, them pillars, that I was explaining, the pillars of thought, their pillars are so different than my pillars because they're generations behind me. Great grandma, then mom, then, stuff like that. Anyways, your parents, they're your biggest teachers, but they are seasoned. They're seasoned in terms of the system. They've been in the system for far too long to even think about changing.
System you've been through, and it probably was worse back then. I don't know what it was like some 30 years ago when they were kids. I don't know what it was like, and everything, just like you are in a system of consumerism and a system of being a statistic. They were when they were kids, but they don't have the knowledge that I have.
Facts. Literally what I just said.
They didn't have this knowledge that I'm giving you. They probably don't even have it now, some 30 years later. So imagine their ideas being engraved in their head of
Facts.
they were being taught 30 years ago to be a consumer, and they've been a consumer for 30 years. You think you finna just come all willy-nilly and try to switch out what they're thinking? No. They gonna shun you away. And that's cool. You just gotta realize that you know what I'm saying, you go where you're needed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Break out that cycle. Treat every day as a day to create. And I'm talking to myself too. Treat every day as a day to create. Realize that you're a creator or not. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's thrown in your face, you can make whatever the heck is. You can make whatever you want. Whatever you want. If it don't seem, listen, guys. Whatever you believe can happen, can happen. So if you think that you're going to win $1 million and you truly believe it, you're going to walk outside and win $1 million.
Facts.
Or if you think you want to bring your family back together because you guys have been through tough times and you want to bring them back together, you have the key. You just got to be the one to initiate it. That's the only thing. You got to be the one to take action. Creators ain't afraid to take action. That's the thing. Creators ain't gonna wait for nobody else to do something that they know they can do. And that's the main point. That's consumerism. Consumerism also teaches, let somebody else go first. Be a follower.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? The freak? Bro, this dude is like amazing me every day. It shocks me every day. I didn't realize that this is me 2-3 months ago. Like, it's me. Dang.
Consumerism teaches, let somebody else be a leader. You don't be the first one to go out and don't take that leap of faith. Let somebody show you that it's possible first, then you do it. And that is the problem. Because if you're constantly waiting on someone else to do something before you decide to do it, if you're waiting on someone else to prove something is true before you decide to think that it's true, you're waiting on someone else. You're waiting outside of yourself. You're not trusting yourself. You've lost the war. Not the battle, you've lost the war.
Bro said you lost the war.
You've lost the war, meaning you will lose every battle. You've lost
the war, meaning you will lose every battle. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm blown away. I'm constantly blown away. Bro.
the war. Your brain is mental. It's not really physical. It's a mental hold. That mental hold, if that mental hold is strong enough, you, your descendants, your grandkids, your kids, y'all all are screwed. And that's how it is. That's why I say all. We all are screwed. Because we taught consumerism, bro. You taught to I don't know. I've been yapping for 15 minutes, man. But yeah, you understand exactly.
None of this was yap. It was all truth. All truth.
What I'm talking about. Exactly. So, Thank you for watching. Be a creator. You know, create. When I use the word create so blandly as I do. I just say create. I just use it blandly. I don't put any extra meaning behind it, because it's up to you to decide what it means to you. It's not my objective to tell you what to create, to tell you what to do, to tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever it means to you, whatever makes you feel blessed, whatever it means to you, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you feel like you're on the right path, that's what it means to you. Create. Don't be a consumer. You know? Um, that's about it, though. That's probably all I have, though. And I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And make you guys tune in the next video. Peace. What's up, guys?
Like that vid. Anyways, man, thank you guys for watching the video, man. I amaze myself every day with just, as I start rewatching my own vids and reacting to them, like, I amaze myself every single time. Like, wow, this kid is amazing. He's great. He's glorious. He's omnipotent. What does that word mean? We're gonna look up that word right now, because I don't want to misconstrue if that word means something that I don't, omnipotent, who has limited power or authority, a deity. Damn, am I a fucking deity? Freaking deity? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm omnipotent. Of course I'm omnipotent. Duh. Of course. Of course I'm omnipotent. I am made in the image. Of course. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And make sure you like the video. Peace.